soon will Americans see no tax on tips and no tax on overtime? Well, joining us, Counselor to the Treasury Secretary, Joe Lavorgna. Joe, welcome back.
Thank you, Larry.
So what's the story? Treasury and IRS are looking at the details for no tax on tips, and I want to add overtime. These are hugely popular things.
Well, this is President Trump, with the Secretary's help, got that bill done, Larry, in record time. And we're in the 30-day comment period, which should end sometime in the next couple of weeks.
And comments now.
On the comments now, yeah. It was normally at 60. They shrunk it to 30 days. So people are aware that they're going to be able to get their refund come early next year. And it's going to be a boon to working class families who get to keep more of their after-tax pay. I'd argue it's a supply-side incentive. You got a lot of people working hard for tips, overtime, and for certain, you get participation rates up. It's going to get the economy growing and booming. You think,
this is late September, so your comments and what, it has to be built into the tax tables? There's a refund mechanism here.
Yes.
So if somebody worked overtime in this year, calendar year, let me get this right, calendar year 2025, if it was fiscal year 25, you'll get it next year.
Right, so it'll be calendar year, and all the forms will be the same. We're encouraging people to talk to their tax provider or their tax counselor or their accountant. But the point is that they're going to get their refunds early in 26 for the work they've done in 25. And that's central to getting the after-tax pay to low and medium middle-class workers, going again, as we saw in the first Trump administration.
And overtime the same way? It's the same timetable, more or less?
To my understanding, yes. That will apply to 2025 wages as well.
And so this is going to have
benefits.
A very big stimulative pro-growth effect.
Well, that's it. Well, that's why the president, he talked about, the one big beautiful bill, but wanted to move away from that, Larry, because it's a huge tax cut for working families. And it's going to power consumer spending. With the industrial renaissance, the one big beautiful bill is going to bring, as you know, that is going to foster capital investment and building of plants, factories, data centers, what have you. It all feeds together to produce more with less and get wages higher, productivity booming, growth booming. The golden era, as the president likes to say.
I want to build factories. He wants to build factories.
And he knows how to do it. Well, he's a builder. He knows how to do it. He knows how to incentivize business to take risk and to hire people.
And the Federal Reserve should not stand in the way of these factories.
Well, it's interesting.
I raised this at the RIF. I don't know if you heard the RIF. I want growth.
Well, but
1.8%, which is the Fed's estimate, is a failure. They have to change policy and do better.
It is inconsistent with history.
Right.
Unfortunately, it is consistent with where the CBO is.
Well,
it is not consistent with current labor force growth, despite what people are saying on the immigration side. It's certainly not consistent with productivity growth, which, as you know, was accelerating under President Trump's first term. It is now continuing with these supply-side incentives and the AI boom, which the president is totally behind, right? We want to be the crypto capital of the world. We want innovation and technology to come into the U.S. that is tremendously supportive of capital markets, and it's why the equity market itself is doing so well.
Unleash growth.
Unleash growth and prosperity.
He does not want monetary bureaucrats to stand in the way of his growth. But he wants buildings and factories and people working, and in this case, working overtime.
You're right, Larry, and there are people on the Fed who do share those views, and the Fed, fortunately, is finally starting to cut interest rates and have signaled they will cut more because, as they said for some time, rates are too high relative to the neutral or equilibrium rate.
What do you think Steve Myron's speech the other day?
I thought it was great. I said to him, it was very thorough. I thought he did a great job. And I think he'll be very persuasive as time goes forward to make those arguments to get rates lower.
Yeah, I think so, too. He'll want them a lot lower than the rest of them will want them. But you know what? He'll be able to bargain them down.
But Larry, we saw a 3% economy with surging productivity in the first term, and the Fed funds rate never got up to 2.5%. So the fact that the president's saying rates are high, by the Fed's own admission they are, rates could come down a good deal.
Growth never causes it. Good growth never causes inflation.
It causes it to go down.
All right. Joe Lavorgna, Counselor to the Treasury. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Larry.
Appreciate it very much.